every multiplayer map from Modern Warfare 2 got leaked. Technically, it was just the maps at launch, and we only know the names of them, but we do know that there are going to be 16 maps, 11 of which are going to be 6v6, and 5 are going to be ground war. Comparing this to Modern Warfare 2019, which had 10 maps at launch, and Vanguard, which had 16 6v6 maps at launch, this kind of fits in the middle there. First things first, let's go over the actual names of the maps that we got leaked. So of course, we could start with the ones we saw in the beta, being the Greenberg Hotel, Museum, Mercado Las Almas, and Farm 18. We also know about Marina Bay Grand Prix, which has now been renamed to Crown Raceway. So no, we haven't played this one yet, but we saw a full fly through this map, and I don't think much of the map layout has changed, but the map has been changed from Grand Prix to Crown Raceway. So the other maps that we have seen, and pardon my pronunciation, we have Tarek, Albagra Fortress, Zarqua Hydroelectric, Santa Sina Border Crossing, Embassy, and El Asilo. Now, I likely butchered most of those pronunciations, but those are all the other maps that we saw that weren't in the beta. When it comes to the ground war maps, we obviously already saw Said and Sarif Bay, but we also are going to be getting Santa Sina, Zarqua Hydroelectric, and Albagra Fortress. For me, one of the big things that stands out is 3 of the 6v6 maps are actually going to be pulled, based on the names it seems, are going to be pulled from parts of the ground war maps. So essentially, it's kind of not necessarily a new map. If you play the ground war map, that means that you're also playing the 6v6 map to an extent, because a part of the ground war map will be the 6v6 map. So in reality, all of these maps, some of them are basically pulled from the exact same map, so it doesn't feel like there's as many as it might look. With 11 6v6 maps and 5 ground war maps, it does beg the question, is this enough multiplayer maps for the start of a game? Focusing mainly on 6v6, because that's what I play mostly and what I'll be mostly covering on my channel, 11 maps is a decent bit. Being as we've already played 4 and seen one of them, you know, that only really leaves 6 maps that we have totally no knowledge of, which is a little disappointing, because 6 maps, you can run through those very quickly, and it kind of, there isn't as much of a surprise, or isn't as much content to consume right off rip. But with season 1 right around the corner, about 2.5 weeks from the launch of Modern Warfare 2, we should be getting another couple maps, maybe even 3 maps throughout that season, which will bring our 66 total up to almost the 15 mark. Obviously, what it really does come down to is how well these maps play, if they look good, if they feel good. I would rather have 11 maps where most of them are really, really good than 16 maps where only a couple of them are really, really good. Of course, I think it's quality over quantity when it comes to maps, because I do think maps are one of the things that can make or break a Call of Duty multiplayer. And I've seen a lot of people debating this on things like Twitter and YouTube, whether or not 11 6v6 maps will be enough. I tend to lean towards the side of it not being enough. I do think 11 is a fair number. I would have liked to have seen, closer to 15 66 maps, especially being as that was rumored originally a few months back. They were saying we were going to have 16 66 maps at launch, and now we're actually only going to have 16 maps, 11 of which being 6v6. Either way, I am excited to try out these maps for the first time. One of my favorite things when a new Call of Duty releases is playing each map for the first time and learning the way the map flows, learning the different routes, all the, the secret spots and the hidden lines of sight that maybe, nobody knows about yet. I've always enjoyed that aspect of the game, and I'm very excited to play these maps. And of course, we know we will be getting a quote-unquote fan favorite map at some point in season 1, probably during the midway reloaded part of the update on December 14th. Infinity Ward said we would be getting this fan favorite map, so we might be looking at something like Terminal or High Rise, which are going to be part of the Al Mazrah Warzone 2.0 and DMZ map. So obviously they kind of already have it created, so it'd be easier for them to drop a 6v6 multiplayer map based on that. And hopefully they bring another new multiplayer map at some point throughout the season, or 2 new multiplayer maps other than just the fan favorite they said they would be bringing. But yeah, that does it for this little update on the multiplayer maps and what we have leaked. The game does come out at the end of this week, and I'm super excited to finally play. Hopefully you all are too. And with that being said, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more Modern Warfare 2 content, and hopefully I will see you all in the next video.